above all people.
Hold on. Does that sound racist to you? So it's fair to say God said above all people, not equal to. So you know what I'm saying? We will sit back in the 60s and 70s fighting for equality. We should have been fighting to be higher, because God said my people are higher than everybody else. Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right, said, this is the Bible. Show them what it say. The Holy Bible. We're not making this up. King James Version Bible. This is Black History. This is Black History Month. Everything inside this Bible took place in Africa. They won't listen to nothing the Bible say because they scared. They scared it's going to make them change. They scared that something might come out there to convict their soul. Let me get there, Matthew chapter 15 and verse 13. They scared something going to catch their ear. It's going to make them consider their ways. It's going to make them want to change. And they say, no. They stop their ears and they pull back. Hey, sis, right here. Come here for a second. Let me ask you a question. Ask you a quick question right quick. Just one quick question. That's either way. Okay, all right. Hey, that's fine. We can still deal. Watch this.
Matthew chapter 13, verse 15. For this people's heart is waxed gross.
Right. This people's heart. You so-called black people. You so-called Hispanic people. Your mind is waxed gross. It's keep growing worse and worse. You get to a point you have no morality. How low will you go? How low will you stoop? How much hatred you have for your own people? How much self-hatred you have for yourself? Bring it out. Your heart is waxed worse and worse, day by day. The stuff we see on Instagram, the stuff we see on TikTok, the stuff we see on WorldStar. You like, Dad, is this the glorious people of God? No. Read.
For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing.
Right, their ears are dull of hearing. That means they don't want to hear the good news come out this Bible. Read.
And their eyes they have closed, lest at any time
they have closed their eyes. Lest at any time they have closed their eyes, they stop their ears. What else they going to do?
They should see with their eyes and hear with their ears.
Right. They should see with their eyes and hear with their ears. Let's say any time. Why? Because they don't want to hear it. Keep going.
And should understand with their heart.
They understand with their mind. Understand with their mind. What's going on, big bro? How you doing? Let me ask you a question, right? Do you know your nationality? Do you believe in the Bible? You believe in the Bible? You believe in God, right? So God made all nations. Let me get Acts 17 and 26 right quick. Okay, you know Israel. All praise. I think I met this brother here before. Yeah. We were dialoguing. Hey, what's going on, my brother? Hey, all praises, right? Let me do this brother quick. I got you. Hey, so my man right here, what's your name, bro? I'm sorry, can I hear you? Cruz, right? So my man Cruz, right? So God made everybody in the Bible, right? So who is the so-called black man in the Bible? 26. Who are we? You the truth? You know what I'm saying? Who are the black? All of us. Who are we in the Bible? Like, you know, you got the Egyptians, the Canaanites, you heard about, you know what I'm saying? Moses, you heard about Jesus, Paul. So what group of people do we descend from?
I mean, shit.
Watch this. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3. Give me, hold on. Read that right quick.
Acts chapter 17, verse 24, 26. And have made of one blood all nations of men, for to dwell on the face of the earth.
Right, so God made of one blood all nations of men. So it ain't just a human race. There's nations that God created. You know what I'm saying? Not by a flag, but by your nationality of who your father is, your lineage, who you go back to, right? So watch this. And you say you don't know who you go back to. But if I go ask the so-called Caucasian people, they're going to say, yeah, man, I come from Scotland. My dad was Irish, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You can go ask somebody in Africa. You say, who you come from? Yeah, I come from the Bantu tribe. My lineage go back here. You know what I'm saying? Shaka Zulu was my people. But you ask a so-called African American, who you go back to? We can't go back no further than what? Slavery. That's it. And then you got the last name of who? The slave masters. Is that truly your last name? Or that's just the people that had you on slavery? Right? And then we have family reunions to what? Celebrate what? That slavery. Same last name. Watch this. What's what the Bible say about things like this? Watch this.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
Right. The Bible said the ox knoweth his owner. An ox is a very hard-working animal, but some would consider it stubborn, right? He said he knows his owner. He knows who owns him. Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
And the ass is a donkey. You know, you gotta kick a donkey in the ass a little bit, like, hey man, go. They very hard-headed. He knows his master's crib. He knows like where he need to go to rest at. He get lost, he gonna find his way back. He said that the ox knows his owner. He knows who his owner is. He said the donkey, he knows how to find his way back. Read.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel doth not know.
Right. Israel was a people before it was a place. There's a landmass over there in the so-called Middle East called Israel. But these people right here descend from Israel. That's why it says the 12 tribes of Israel. Israel was a man that these are his descendants. And the Bible just said Israel, these people don't know their master. They don't know the way back home. That's why they call themselves African American. How did a so-called African American end up, like we're gonna finish that, over here on Sugar Creek? How did a so-called, because Africa is where at? On the other side of the world, right? So how did an African American end up over here on Sugar Creek? That's a good question. It says Israel don't what? Don't know. And guess what they don't do?
My people doth not consider.
They don't even consider that thing. They don't even consider, like, why am I called African American? You know what I'm saying? You know the term African American was invented in 1984 by Jesse Jackson. Before that, they called you an African. They called you an Afro-American. Before they called you a Negro. Before they called you color. They keep changing your name and title and nationality allegedly because they're trying to hide something from you.
Right.
Because little do you know, these are God's chosen people. He never stopped dealing with them. You see what I'm saying? They always been his people. Like, I could look at you right now, and I could travel to the Bahamas and see a brother that looked just like you.
You know?
But he might speak the Caribbean, the Bahamian dialect. But then I might can travel down to Ecuador or Brazil and see another brother that looked just like you.
Right.
But guess what he do? He speaks Spanish. We're the same people, just a different boat stop. But our people don't know that. They look at the so-called Hispanic people, Latin people, and think that we different. We're the same people. We're the same people that say we got so-called Native American in our family, and the Native Americans look like us.
You know?
We're the same exact people. It says my people don't do what?
My people doth not consider.
We don't even consider that thing that we God's chosen people. And you like, what does that mean we God's chosen people? Give me Matthews 19 and 16 right quick. I'm just cut to the chase. I'm going to cut to the chase right quick. What does that mean? Okay, we God's chosen people, right? What do we do better than everybody else? Matter of fact, give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Let me show them something right quick. What do we do better than everybody else? We sing better than everybody else. We dance. We look better. Our hair better. Our skin better. Our complexion better. The sun loves us. God made us a special way. He didn't make us like everybody else.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But society has taught us to be docile, to be effeminate, weak men. But we really the gods of this earth. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Right, it says we, the Israelites. Israelite means sons of Israel. We are the sons of this man, which God have chosen to be a special people. And and to himself. So if you chose something, right? So I'm looking at your J's right now. Those might not be your favorite ones, but you got some that you only bring out on the weekends. You're like, hey, look, I'm going to the party. These right here, I'm going to kill them with these, right? They special. I only let everybody see these, right? So God got a people that he considers special. And it's us. But we don't know that, though. That's what it says the ox knoweth his owner and the ass his master crib. But Israel, they don't know. And they don't even consider. You with me? Right? Watch this.
Above all people.
Hold on. Does that sound racist to you? So it's fair to say God said above all people, not equal to. So you know what I'm saying? When we were sitting back in the 60s and 70s fighting for equality, we should have been fighting to be higher, because God said my people are higher than everybody else. Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right, said, this is the Bible. Show them what it say. The Holy Bible. We're not making this up. King James Version Bible. This is Black History. This is Black History Month. Everything inside this Bible took place in Africa. Mostly of it, Africa and Asia Minor and Greece. Most of this stuff took place where our people were scattered at. Right. But we think this is a white man's book. That's why God said his people are above all people is upon the place of the earth. Now, if we above all people, Cruz, why could we in the condition that we in? How did we end up over here in America? How did a so-called African American end up over here in Northwest Charlotte? Let's find out. Watch this. Give me Deuteronomy 28 right quick. I'm going to show you something.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right, so this is Moses, right? Moses was mistaken for an Egyptian. We know the Egyptians was what? You know what I'm saying? We wear the Nefertiti chains on us and the Ankh and stuff, because what? We relate that to black culture, because we don't know that we have a rich culture. Right. You know what I'm saying? So the Egyptians, you know what I'm saying? Moses was mistaken for Egyptians, so Moses had to be what? How did Moses have to look? He had to look black, right? So this is Moses talking to other black people right now. Now read it from the top so Cruz knows what's going on.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right, he said, it shall come to pass, something going to happen if you don't listen to God. This is Moses off Mount Sinai. He said, hey, Pharaoh, let my people go. He done came through the Red Sea. He done dropped the staff. We done walked through the Red Sea with him. So now we on the other side of the Red Sea. You follow along with me, Cruz? So now we done walked through the Red Sea with him. He said, hey, listen, hey, God just freed y'all from Egypt. But listen, if y'all don't listen, something going to happen. Let's read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So God gave us commandments and statutes, right? Laws. You know what I'm saying? Like a way to govern ourselves as a people. You know what I'm saying? We follow some of them laws right now. We won't need the cops rolling through our hood, banging on each other. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because we could govern our own selves. Right. He gave us the blueprint. Bring it out. Watch this.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, so he said, but I'll tell you what, if y'all don't listen, all these curses gonna come upon y'all. He talked to the whole nation of Israel right now, way back 2,000 years ago. He said all these curses gonna come upon y'all and overtake y'all, right? So, what you think about a curse? I said, man, look, put a curse on your ass. What you think? Hey, is it good or bad? That's bad, right? So Moses said, hey, y'all don't listen? Same thing, you got kids, right? So, you know what I'm saying? I got kids. So kids don't listen, what you do? You punish them. So God said, my children don't listen, I'm going to punish y'all. But if y'all listen, I'm going to bless y'all. So look at the condition of our people right now, right? And do you think that we listen or we disobey them? Disobey them. Watch this. Let's read what he said will happen to us. You let us know.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So one of the curses, he said, I'm going to bring y'all to Egypt again. But they walked out of Egypt. He said, I'm going to bring y'all back into Egypt with ships. Why would they take a ship back to Egypt? Egypt is synonymous. What was they doing? Give me Judah chapter 5 verse 11. What was they doing in Egypt? They was getting their back beat in. Right? There were slaves in Egypt. That's what they were. Egypt is synonymous for bondage. But guess what? I'm about to give you a nugget. You in Egypt right now.
Yes.
Look at your dollar bill. It got a pyramid on it. They trying to tell you something. You in modern day Egypt right now.
That's right.
Let's find out what the Israelites is doing in Egypt. Read.
Judith.
Judith chapter 5 verse 11. I'm about to read what they was doing.
Judith chapter 5 verse 11. Therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtly with them.
He dealt subtly with them, right? The same way they deal subtly with us. They give us jobs, right? They give us taxes and stuff like that there. But we just live check to check to check, right? Because guess what we still are? We don't own none of this stuff. We still slaves. That's what they're doing in Egypt.
And dealt subtly with them, and brought them low with laboring and bricks.
Labor and bricks. That's what most of our people do right now. I go up and down every single store up and down Sugar Creek. They make a minimum wage. They're working check to check, penny to penny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all of them working these low, you know what I'm saying? These low paying jobs. Read.
Right.
And made them slaves.
And made them slaves.
68. So they walked out of Egypt. There were slaves in Egypt, right? So there were slaves in Egypt. So God said, I'm going to bring y'all back to Egypt. What's he talking about? Give me Exodus 20 and 2. You got me? Exodus 20 and 2. He's talking about bring y'all back to Egypt. But hold on. But they walked out of Egypt. Our people are, he's talking about our ancestors, he's talking about our future lineage. He's going to bring us back into slavery again. That's what God told our people. Read.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of slavery. I brought y'all out of the house of slavery. That's what Egypt was to us. So we heard that, it's hip talk. Like, hey man, you know, so I'm bringing back to that cold place. Oh man, I already know what you're talking about. You talking about going back to slavery. Hold on, God, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the house of bondage. That's what we knew. We heard Egypt say, oh Lord. No, we're not trying to go back into slavery. Right. Let's see if this is how it happened here, or did it happen back there? You see this picture? Right here? You see? What's this right here? You know what I'm saying? Can you see it? Like a slave ship, right? Yeah. Slave ship. Man getting his back beat in. Okay, appreciate it, officer. Okay, keep going.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, he's talking about by the way I say it's going to happen, that's how it's going down. And you shall see it no more again. It is your homeland. Your homeland is in Africa, Northern Africa. As a collective group of people, have we been back to Africa? What they say, we Africans, right? They say we Africans. But Africa is a continent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The white man don't say I'm just European. What do he say? He say I'm from Russia. You know what I'm saying? He say I'm from the Ukraine. So on and so forth. They know exactly where they're from. Africa has 55 countries, 1,200 tribes, and over 1,200 languages. So he says, you shall see it no more again, mean your homeland, Jerusalem, Israel. That's where the so-called black people are from. Keep going.
And there,
them slave ships land, what's going to happen?
ye shall be sold unto your enemy.
Woo! Did that not happen to us? Is this not the Bible? This Bible prophecy. You never heard it before, have you? It says, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies. Ain't no church breaking this down like this right here. They're not going to tell you that we are the people of the book. Right. He said, and there, when you got those slave ships, you shall be sold unto your enemies. So, who was we sold to when we got them slave ships? You ever seen Roots, 12-year slave, Django? You know what I'm talking about. You know, we hate to even talk about this stuff, dude. We don't really want to talk about it. But it wasn't other people that look like us. We got them slave ships. It was a man in a top hat, and there's another man, they having an auction, and they were saying, hey, the $1, $2, $3, sold to Master Wayne over there in Virginia, right? Or sold to Master Johnson in Texas, right? We say we were sold to our enemies, right? So would our friends have did that to us? So do we have enemies? What's that? I can't hear you. We don't have enemies, but the Bible just said we were sold into our enemies. Huh? Right. And who are enemies then? Who are enemies? I got you. I'm going to finish this one right quick. I got you. So who are enemies? We were sold to. The oppressors. What they look like? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I want to know. Make sure I stay away from them. What they look like? Help me out. I want to make sure. They white? Who said that? They white? Yeah, my man Cruz. They got my man. Hey, we breaking them chains off his mind tonight. We breaking them chains off his mind tonight. That's right, Elder. They are so-called Caucasians. They are enemies. No matter what they do, they are enemies. They hate our people. That's why they put their knees on our neck. That's why we locked up in jail cells. You know what I'm saying? We fill the prison system, wrongly convicted. We get a public defendant and they don't do nothing for us. You know what I'm saying? What? We end up doing time for some stuff that we could easily got off for. We wrong, but we get twice the sentence that a so-called Caucasian boy do. Caucasian boy go shoot a church, right? What they do? They take his ass to Burger King. You see what I'm saying? We are sold to our enemies. These people hate our guts, and we have to come to that realization that they hate us. That's okay because we God's people. God said what? Vengeance is mine.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.